to Boston Calling, and we're bringing you along for the ride. You'll hear from the artists who call New England home. Meet those who are just getting started.
No, I had never expected to be getting ready to play Boston Calling. Some things are just meant to be.
And hear from artists who've played the festival before.
The show was super fun. Lots of new fans.
Plus, putting a new spin on the stage, the expansion designed with fans in mind.
That'll allow patrons really all the way around the site to see what's happening.
Then, from pizza and wings,
it's a perfect, well-balanced meal. It's a well-balanced slice. It's delicious. Pizza means party.
To chicken sandwiches you'll flip for.
It is what everybody wants. Everybody wants fried chicken.
And meet the young artists breaking in a brand new spot on the festival grounds.
This is amazing and surreal.
So buckle up. The road to Boston Calling begins right here.
Hello and welcome to WBZ's The Road to Boston Calling Music Festival. I'm Lisa Hughes. You can feel the excitement in the air here at the Harvard Athletic Complex. The anticipation for 3 incredible days of music and entertainment. And this year, organizers have turned the tables on the entire setup at this venue.
It's a new year for Boston Calling Music Festival. Exciting as it always is, with another amazing lineup of performers. But when fans walk through the gate, they'll notice a major change. Just one main stage. In past years, there were 2. The main green stage with a red secondary main stage to the left. Now, to maximize space for the fans, there will be just one main stage. 3 times the size of the green stage, with giant video screens on each side. On top of that, the performance stage will rotate. One band plays while another prepares for the next set.
That'll allow patrons really all the way around the site to see what's happening, and all the bands will play on that stage. It'll kind of revolve so that you can switch to one stage, give a whole bunch of space back for people to enjoy the beautiful grass out here.
Last year's crowds for Chapel Roan and Hosier proved a need for more room.
After last year, really looking at the crowd overall and how they moved around the site, switching to the one stage in the middle gave everybody more space and us the opportunity to build something that has never been built here in North America.
In addition to the new stage, there will be extra water refill stations closer to the green and blue stages, and a whole new performance area designed with fans in mind.
We wanted the arena to have a little bit of a different vibe than the rest of the festival, like you would truly go in there and take a break and relax.
The arena will feature jazz sessions with Berklee College of Music students. Organizers say that's integral to the mission of spotlighting local talent.
We always try to look in our backyard for talent, and I think the orange stage has been a pretty good conduit for bringing people to see some of the best local talent in New England at Boston Calling. It had just surprised me that we didn't have a deeper working relationship with Berklee, given that they're down the street and we're in the same general industry here of trying to bring music to the public. So for us, we just reached out and said, is this something that you guys would be interested in?
And with all the changes, what stays the same is the event's commitment to a weekend of fun and terrific music.
Hopefully this year's a relaxing weekend, and the extra amenities have just made the whole experience a little easier. You're on your feet all day. That's tough. The turf gets hot. That's tough. So we've tried to add these areas to just make it so that if you're giving us 24 hours over 3 days, that you're not feeling like you were in like a boxing match by the end of it.
Boston Calling prides itself on featuring up-and-coming local artists. And this year, a dozen local bands are going to take the orange stage, eager to share their sounds. WBZ's Penny Commit introduces us to Nate Perry and Ragged Company, who tell us the best way to prepare for this is to perform.
Before a big gig, some bands might amp up their rehearsals. And Boston-based band Nate Perry and Ragged Company is doing just that. Ahead of their appearance at the Boston Calling Music Festival, they recently took the stage at the Fallout Shelter in Norwood, performing to a sold-out crowd and live stream, one of their last shows before they hit the orange stage. sharing covers of their favorite songs and testing out original material, something frontman Nate Perry has been focusing on.
No, I had never expected to be getting ready to play Boston Calling.
The New Hampshire native is also fine-tuning his pipes with professional voice lessons.
This is the first time that I've taken any kind of real music lessons.
Nate started his career in the National Guard and Army Reserve, but after a brief stint, made the switch to music.
So I would just stay in my tiny barracks room and play guitar.
It was during that time he discovered a deeper connection to the lyrics of some of his favorite songs.
I started getting closer to like the storytelling side of music because I wanted to start talking about things that matter to me.
He wanted to tell tales from the heart, and that began with finding a band of his own.
I found this guy on Craigslist who was looking for a singer for his band. It turns out to be Mike Chandler. And so he and I meet and talk, and we do an audition. He's like, "Can you write songs?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I couldn't write songs at that time. So I started really drumming that, and I just started kind of telling my own stories.
Using his waking hours to sharpen his skills.
I went through an awkward process of breaking down the idealized version of who I am as a songwriter and then just being honest. Because I think you can tell right away. Like if a person's writing a song about a character that's, unless they're very good, and there's a lot of people who are very good who can do that.
And now he can do it in his sleep.
I kind of had this like dream where there was like a rhythm in my head. Even when I play it, I find myself doing this. And so I had this rhythm in my head, just like, da 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 da. And so I woke up to that, and I was like, well, I'm just gonna write this down.
Now all that's left to do, keep that momentum going until Memorial Day weekend.
And so I sat down right here, actually, and I figured this would probably be the chorus of the song.
Nate Perry and Ragged Company are playing Sunday afternoon, but starting Friday, catch big country names like Luke Combs, Megan Moroney, and Sheryl Crow, along with T-Pain and TLC. Then Saturday, come back for Fall Out Boy, Avril Lavigne, and All Time Low. And on Sunday, Dave Matthews Band and Vampire Weekend are going to close out the festival along with Sublime, Public Enemy, and Tom Morello. Still ahead, the 7 Berklee College of Music students set to perform at the festival this year, what it took to get here, and why they say playing this venue is such a thrill. And fueling up at the festival, we introduce you to a couple of the incredible restaurants ready to dazzle our taste buds this year.
So I'm desperately trying to make my way back. The stop is a sky lit by just one star. Now I'm knowing you heard me say that I've never wanted something so bad. I've never wanted something so bad. Never wanted something so bad. Yeah. So I come back to this diner.
We love tradition in Boston, but we also love starting something new. And this year, for the first time, the performers at Boston Calling include jazz musicians, students from Berklee. And as WBZ's Brianna Pitt shows us, they're going to be taking the stage right there at the on-site indoor arena.
Berklee College of Music has a history of showing up and showing out at Boston Calling. Last year, Berklee alum Kieran Rhodes rocked the blue stage just 1 week after graduating. This year, fellow alumni and indie pop band Lucius is on the bill. Now, current students are getting their own stage. The arena is being revived as a jazz lounge. For freshman Sue Hughes, a seasoned performer here in Boston, it's a stage she has never seen before.
Well, and I was, of course, shocked. This is amazing and surreal. Especially this is right now. I'm a freshman at Berklee, and as a freshman to be doing this just feels so surreal.
Hughes says she'll be bringing a variety of genres to all 3 days of the festival.
Kendrick, Doechii, stuff I like to mix it up and play instrumentals, get influences improvising the rap, kind of stuff like that.
And Hughes won't be alone. Manuela Sanchez-Guber is also ready to show off what she can do.
I mean, it feels like a reaffirmation of all the work that I've been doing throughout my career. I think a lot of the time as artists, we feel like our work is kind of going into the emptiness and is like not seen by anybody, but when things like this come, it's like a reassurance that I'm on the right path, that the work that I'm doing counts for something, and that I'm making a difference with music.
That work is what set them apart during the initial search for talent. Just 7 students were selected out of more than 100 applications.
So what made these individuals stand out is a little bit, I guess, diversity in genres. So, you know, Berklee has a lot to offer as far as from the people who come here.
Each bringing their own unique blend of sound and style.
We have Latin jazz, you know, and then there's some soul music and R&B in there as well with jazz. So I think diversity, professionalism, and just having worked with some of these people before, I knew that they would be great fits.
Now their names will fit right into Boston Calling history.
And I just love music festivals. Like, it's summer, everyone's having a good time, we're all gathered listening to music. It's just like the best.
After you catch your favorite musicians on stage, you may be ready to shift gears. WBZ's Logan Hall shows us where to make the first stops to refuel.
For Sally's Beats, if you can't take the heat,
get out of here.
For nearly 100 years, the New Haven staple has been cranking out its iconic crispy crusts.
And so some people say it's burnt, and here at Sally's we say it's charged, not burnt.
Named after founder Salvatore Sally Consiglio, the proof is in the pie. It might look like a pizza, but executive chef Brett Lunsford says the name is just a part of Sally's old school charm.
You know, they're saying, let's go grab some pizza, let's go grab a pizza. It started like, let's go get our beets, let's get a slice of our beets, let's go get a pie, let's go get our beets. And so it became our beets, and it kind of became like the trademark of New Haven.
And for them, the only thing more serious than their commitment to good pizza is their commitment to good music.
For us, you know, being tied to Boston Calling makes a lot of sense. Like, Sally's has always been intertwined with iconic musicians, from like Frank Sinatra sending his drivers to pick up pizzas for the plane, from the Rolling Stones, U2, Whitney Houston stopped being on tour.
And now the legendary pizza joint is taking tradition to Boston Calling.
We don't sell by the slice, so for Boston Calling, it's a big deal for us to kind of sell by the slice. That being said, they're going to be coming fresh out and moving so quickly that you're going to have that same experience.
And that experience is something they pride themselves on.
Music and Sally's are, you know, always family.
At Flip the Bird, it's poultry in motion.
It is what everybody wants. Everybody wants fried chicken.
The North Shore Chicken Shop is bringing their Southern-style hospitality to Boston Calling, with a few tweaks to their process.
We make everything from scratch to order at our locations, and you cannot do that during a festival. People want to hurry up, get their food, eat it, enjoy it, and then go back to the stage and watch the music.
With big flavors on a small menu, owners Victoria Farnsworth and Anthony Marino hatched a plan to bring their A-game to the festival.
It starts with the chicken. It has to be young, premium, never frozen chicken. That's like our big thing. We bread it and fry it to order, so it's not just sitting under a heat lamp. And our breading is homemade. It's a recipe that Anthony actually came up with himself, and it's like always crispy.
And that crunch is key.
We're actually bringing a sandwich unit. We're bringing a fridge with us, and we will be breading and frying on site, getting a little ahead, so we'll be ready for you when you come and place your order.
Now with a plan in place and excitement building, all that's left to do is hit the road and enjoy the show.
It's going to be able to be fast, and it's handheld. Like, you can just eat it when you're walking the stage, you can eat it when you're sitting on the lawn, however you want to enjoy it.
Coming up next on the road to Boston Calling, the Boston band fresh off a spring tour and the video diary they made on the way to the festival. Making it as a band is a lot of hard work. Late nights, long drives, and incredible determination. Before Boston Calling, the band Pink Lids went on a spring tour, and here's what it took to pull it all off.
Hey, what's up? We're Pink Lids. We're from Massachusetts, and this is what a day in the life on tour looks like. Get in the van. All right, so we're we're at the venue.
Woohoo! Rock and roll.
Well, last night we hit Nashville and we're loading up the van, heading towards Harrisonburg, Virginia.
Pockets filled with something sweet, hope it rains all over me. Clouds I see are rolling in, they can tell, shut up!
World famous Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's backpacks, Buc-ee's patches, Buc-ee's pins, Buc-ee's keychains, Buc-ee's cards, Buc-ee's ducks, Buc-ee's tags. This is Becky.
Hello! Hi, everybody! I'm Bucky. Oh, the Gozer!
Two of the bands taking the stage at Boston Calling brought their talents to our entertainment show, The Remix.
Never wanted something so big.
The members of Co-Pilot met at school. They started performing at parties, and things just took off from there. They just released a new EP, Vroom Vroom, etc. And they're excited to play the festival, not just as bandmates, but as friends.
It's just funny because, like, we're in a band, and it's, I think you never know, like, the history of the band, and I think, like, we're all really big, not only fans of each other, but, like, we're all, like, really best friends, and I think to be on this journey, like, with these guys, it's been a journey, and, like, we've been playing music, I think, for Ryan and I for over 10 years, and then as a full band for, like, probably 6, so I think, like, getting to this moment together is just, like, it's very surreal, it's very, it's very, it's very exciting.
The band Megan from Work also took the remix stage, playing 3 songs, including an exclusive premiere, Back on the Saddle, which we played in our show open. The New Hampshire group has a 90s throwback sound, and they can't wait to bring it to Boston Calling.
Excited and nervous. The line is very fine between the two for me.
Yeah.
Day to day, just feeling like, as it's getting closer, more excitement, less nerves, because we've been preparing.
Still to come, a Boston Calling success story. The New England-based band Couch takes a look back at what made their festival performance unique and the difference it made in their career. Playing Boston Calling can be a game changer for bands. You may remember back in 2023, we introduced you to the 7-member band Couch. Well, as Courtney Cole shows us, since then, they have taken their unique talents all over the country and the world.
What's up, Boston? We are Couch, and this song is called Saturday.
It's been 2 years since we met the band Couch.
And I try, but I just can't get it right. Am I the only one?
Actually, on our own couch here at WBZ, they got to play a little pool and a little ping pong, hanging out like any other 20-somethings. But days later, the rock stars were on the orange stage at their very first Boston Calling Music Festival.
Time back when I was the girl on your mind.
And Boston Calling was amazing. It's funny because when I think back on it, I think less about, we've probably played 100 shows or so since then, but it was really actually a hectic moment for the band.
Members Tema Siegel, Danny Silverson, and Zach Blankstein told the Remix they had a show in Reno the night before, and making it to Boston Calling, well, it was a bit hairy.
We flew on a red eye to Boston that morning. We got in a few hours before we were hitting.
Gosh.
It was very kind of intense, and shout out to Tema's dad, Steve. He picked us up in the minivan, and we got to the gig narrowly with enough time to play the show. And the show was super, super fun.
Since Boston Calling, Couch has really taken off. They've had shows all over the U.S. and even a tour through Europe.
Europe was amazing. It was our first time on a tour bus, which is super cool.
Wow.
We really got the opportunity to explore all these cities.
Now they'll be able to take things to the next level as members of the Salt Lick Incubator. It's a nonprofit organization supporting artists.
We're so excited to be a part of Salt Lake. They basically help artists that are independent like us function at a really professional level as though we were working with a label. However, they're not, taking from artists. They're really just there to bolster them.
And if you want to see this product of Boston Calling perform, you can see them at their biggest headlining shows yet this fall, culminating with the show at Roadrunner.
It's our biggest show we've ever done. And yeah, we'd love to see you all there. We'd love to pack the house.
Thank you for joining us for this WBZ News special, The Road to Boston Calling. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. We'll see you at the festival.
'Cause I think I got it right with you, like it was a plan. I keep thinking that I might with you, quickly as I can. If you wanna go, let's go right now. We don't gotta care if they find out. I already packed and paid those fares. If you wanna go, I'll be right there. Come on, baby. I know you wanna get closer than we've got before.